I announced. The Prime Minister announced. We announced it in the clearest possible way. If they fire at Israel, we will attack with full force. We have struck twice in Iran, prepared to strike a third time on our own. The IDF has received instructions and is preparing accordingly. To be able to attack Iran alone. We really want to attack Iran's energy targets. The United States is not allowing it right now out of the consideration that Iran would harm neighboring countries. There will be a global oil crisis. As far as we are concerned, we are ready to set them back 40 years. We know how to handle things, but the defense establishment is highly prepared, it is guided and it is ready. By the way, it is eager.
This morning as well, a UAV was launched towards the State of Israel. Yesterday as well, UAVs were launched towards the State of Israel. Someone is still threatening us, and at a certain point in time, American and Israeli interests will probably have to diverge somewhere.
It could be that launching is something that will still exist, even with a very high success rate. What ultimately stands against launching capability is deterrence. This is a factual situation that, right now, could change in an hour. The Iranians are firing at everything that exists in the area, except for one country, the State of Israel, where they know that American planes take off from here and they refuel, taking off from here to attack. There is deterrence. That doesn't mean what will happen tomorrow, it means what will our response be? I announced. The Prime Minister announced. We announced it in the clearest possible way. If they fire at Israel, we will attack with full force. We have struck twice in Iran, prepared to strike a third time on our own. The IDF has received instructions and is preparing accordingly. To be able to attack Iran alone. Now, we are not alone. There is the United States. Let's see what it does. Is it returning to the campaign? Is it doing it in other ways? But Israel said, Iran will not have nuclear weapons. We will not allow it to return to the nuclear program we agreed on, nor will we allow it to accumulate capabilities that threaten Israel. We are in a very good position against Iran, an excellent position. The great, flamboyant, arrogant Persian Empire that threatened and acted to destroy Israel has collapsed. The head of the destruction program, Khamenei, was destroyed. The entire military, political, and scientific leadership, time after time. We really want to attack Iran's energy targets. The United States is not allowing it right now out of the consideration that Iran would harm neighboring countries. There will be a global oil crisis. As far as we are concerned, we are ready to set them back 40 years.
The question being asked is, if tomorrow the defense establishment lays an intelligence report on the table stating that Iraq was the one that fired the UAVs at the State of Israel, are we on our way to opening a front against a force that could currently, apparently, challenge us on a daily basis?
Let's not paint ourselves into a corner right now. Let us handle things. We know how to handle things, but the defense establishment is highly prepared, it is guided and it is ready. By the way, it is eager. We have an army with a general staff of DNA offensive, of course, subject to the Prime Minister, the Minister of Defense, the political echelon, everything is integrated, everything is coordinated. You know, the horses absolutely want to gallop. There is no other way. We take the United States into consideration, and that is the essence of the conversation between great allies. Yes, you say there will be conflicts of interest, etc. That is fine. On some things, the President's heart is in the right place, and we saw that whenever there was indeed a crucial decision, contrary to the hopes of the left and all the other media, the President reached the right place. Right now, that's the situation. We need to complete the great achievements and ensure that Iran will not be able to return to its nuclear program, nor support its proxies. We are standing strong in Lebanon. Israel remained in 50% of the territory. Now, as a result of the development, we are already over 60% of the territory. We will reach 70% of the territory. I constantly see articles and reports about how we are placing them. I said to prepare these yellow stones, where do we place them? They are retreating. I visited Gaza a week ago, I also saw tunnels that are still being exposed, massive tunnels, and they put them at risk. I was in Shujaia, and during my previous visit, it was divided. Part of the yellow line. Today there is no Shujaia, no Jabalir. All those terrible places that you remember. Yes, they do not exist today. The mayor of Sderot told me, I don't see any houses. Okay, I see the seashore, we have destroyed Gaza. The change that I brought, backed by the Prime Minister. When I entered, I stopped the method of raids. Entering, exiting. No, before entering, we make sure there are no hostages. After that, We evacuate the residents and strike powerfully. Then the soldiers enter, conquer the area, stay in it, and destroy not only below, but also all the houses. And what is left of Gaza? Soon, 70% of the field is destroyed underground with work.
The big question being asked: when will we destroy the remaining 30%?
The remaining ones and above ground do not have the same thing. If you take the model, we transferred it to southern Lebanon. Now look at the similarity of the silver plow. Right, 24 centuries old Lebanese villages where there were Shiites who acted as enemies on behalf of Hezbollah and threatened our borders, our residents, and closed in all the time. We destroyed all the buildings. Not house by house. No target validation. All of these villages, their destruction was completed. You have to understand, 15 to 20,000 houses. All 24 villages are destroyed. And also in the Jabali beyond that is destroyed. We have 700 square kilometers in southern Lebanon, from the coastal area to the Beaufort on the outskirts of Mount Hermon.
I still want to stay with you on one point inside the Gaza Strip. Hasn't the stage arrived for Israel to change its concept? And what is the answer regarding settlement? Isn't it realistic to maybe even start with placing the whole pioneer groups inside the Strip?
Alright, so great minds think alike, and in this case, that's me. Okay, so I have already announced, and everything I announce eventually comes to fruition. I am coordinated with the Prime Minister, we are looking for the right timing at the moment. Now we are in an agreement. The moment they brought this PDF, yes, which renders the Palestinian Authority redundant for the first time, by the way, and we are not retreating from any yellow line. This is a change compared to what was even in the points plan. Once it is known that Hamas did not meet its commitment to disarm, meaning that Gaza is demilitarized of weapons and tunnels. Pay attention. We will have a green light, we will act territorially and militarily, and I also said this will be the timing to coordinate with the Americans to establish 3 Nahal settlement groups at Dujit, Nisanit, and Alei Sinai. This is something that was completely abandoned. Dismantling them put them beyond the fence. The entire removal is a great pain. But this thing is the northern perimeter, it is on a route that can protect the communities. Is this something to do before the elections? To do something that could also happen before the elections, I mean? The timing should be the moment they declare that Hamas did not comply. And I emphasize, the 3 security zones in Syria, in Gaza, in Lebanon, we are not moving from them. Even Trump understands this. By the way, they are telling him this. I told this to the US Secretary of Defense, they are saying it publicly too.